This question is simple, just too many statements. Let's see what they want. S is a circle in xy plane and it is defined like this. So very simple circle, center origin, radius 2. Let's draw first. Next they are talking about chords. E1, E2 and F1, F2 are chords of S passing through this point. So this point, where do you think it is? Right here, right? Because this radius is 2. So this point would be 2, 0 and this point would be 0, comma 2. And somewhere here you will have 1, comma 0 and this is 0, comma 1. So this is your point P naught, which we are calling 1, comma 1. Okay, so chords are parallel to the x-axis and y-axis respectively. So E1, E2 is a chord parallel to x-axis passing through this point P naught. So this is E1 and this is E2. Similarly, you have a chord which is parallel to y-axis passing through P naught and we are calling it F1 and F2. Okay. Now before reading further, can we know what is the coordinate of E1, E2 and F1, F2? Quite simple, right? Because do we know the y coordinate of E2? Right? Because this is the y coordinate. The y coordinate of P naught is the y coordinate of E2. So 1. And what is the x coordinate? Of course, the point is on the circle, right? You can just solve this to get the x coordinate. X squared plus instead of y, you're going to insert a 1. So you get x is equal to plus or minus root 3. So this coordinate would be root 3 comma 1. And of course, this point will be negative root 3 comma 1. And can you see, because of similarity, we can just say without finding it that this point would be 1 comma root 3. If you're not sure, just find it out. Okay, this F1 point would be 1 comma root 3. Let's go further because they are not yet done with the chords. G1, G2 with a chord of S passing through P naught and having slope negative 1. Okay, so there is another chord which is passing through the same point P naught, but the slope is negative 1. Okay, so if we are not sure how the chord is going to look like, let's write the equation of G1, G2. So since slope is given to us, we can write a slope form. Right? This is the equation of chord G1, G2. And we are going to use the fact that this chord passes through the point P naught, that is 1, comma 1. So we are definitely going to insert that point. I get 1 is equal to minus 1 plus C. Here I get the value of C to be 2. So equation of G1, G2 would be y is equal to minus x plus 2. Or I can write y plus x is 2. Now you understood, right? Where is that chord passing through? These 2 points. Okay, your chord is passing through these 2 points and of course the point P naught. This is your chord G1, G2. Okay, now these points we don't need to find out because we already know now what are these points. Okay, now we're done with the chords. What are they asking now? Let the tangents at S2, E1 and E2 meet at E3. Okay, so let's go bit by bit. Okay, tangents at E1 and E2 are meeting at E3. Can you see by symmetry that these tangents are going to meet on the yes, on the y-axis, right? By symmetry. So we can just bother ourselves about just this one tangent and try finding what is this point E3 where they are meeting. Okay, can you try doing that first? Okay, what is tangent at E2? Okay, can you write equation of tangent at E2? Okay, E2 point we already know, root 3 comma 1. Okay, the points form of the tangent, how does it look like for this circle given? X1 plus y1 is 4. Okay, and this is the point. So instead of x1 you are going to write a root 3 and instead of y1 you are going to write a 1, this. And what are we trying to find out? This point E3. Okay, can you get E3 now? How do you get that? When you plug in x is 0, of course, right? So you put x is 0 on the above equation, you end up in getting y is 4. Okay, so E3 point is 0 comma 4. Let's write here. E3 point is 0 comma 4. They are saying that tangents to S at F1 and F2 meets at F3. Okay, so exactly the same thing. Now we are going to do tangents at F1 and tangent at F2 going to meet at some point F3. Now again by symmetry we can say that F3 should be 4 comma 0. Because of symmetry we can say this is 0 comma 4 and this is 4 comma 0. So you already got F3 again. Next, tangent at G1 and G2 meet at G3. Okay, let's see what it is. Okay, this is too simple because you see tangent at G1. Okay, don't you think it's a horizontal line? This. Okay, what is the equation of this horizontal line? Y coordinate is 2, right? So y is 2. And tangent at G2, that would be a vertical line like this. What is the equation of this? X is 2. So where are they meeting? 2 comma 2. right? That is your what? G3 point. So you also got your G3 point to be 2 comma 2. So now they are asking you, then the points E3, F3 and G3 lie on which of these curves? Okay, so you already got, just write it out. You got that your E3 is 0 comma 4 and F3 is 4 comma 0 and G3 is 2 comma 2. Of course they are lying on that line, right? This one. Okay, you can just check all of them if they are also lying there, but they are not. Let's look at another question soon.